Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in the world. This is Gloria White and Annie Dog saying, God bless you. And we're in the book of Revelation in the New Testament, in the King James Version of the Holy Bible, and we are in chapter 6. Now, this is where Satan comes, and he comes as a cheap imitation of Christ. And as I did that little blip, something to think about. The bow that he's given is actually a piece of fabric and the color of God's rainbow, and we all know that. So this flag or bow that he has is going to be in a semblance or similar to the rainbow of God. And the crown that he's given is actually called Corona. So now that we've covered that, let's read the chapter. Chapter 6. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were the noise of thunder, one of the four living creatures saying, Come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer. And when he had opened the second seal, now this is Christ opening the seals, I heard the second living creature say, Come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon, to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Now this is, of course, war. Verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four living creatures say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. Now, this is talking about famine. The balances that you would weigh food in. Like to get a pound, you'd put a pound weight on this side and you'd put that food on there until the balance was even. And then here it says that a measure, which is like 3 handfuls, which equal a quart. So it reads a quart of wheat for a penny. Now a penny was then a day's wage. So a quart of wheat will cost a day's wage, which is just enough wheat to make a loaf of bread. And 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see that thou hurt not the oil and the wine. And that's Christ's blood. Now, this is showing inflation, that what you used to could buy with $1, now it would take many dollars. And verse 7, and when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth living creature say, Come and see. And I looked and beheld a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him. And power was given unto them, over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beast of the earth, or the wild animals. They would be turned unto, man, where now they're pretty much afraid of us and run away. They won't be. So, let's see. All right, in verse 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? Now, These are the martyrs that have been, the people that have been martyred, the saints. They're under the throne of God. And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should yet rest, yet for a little season, for a little while longer, until their fellow servants also, and their brethren, that should be killed as they were, should be fulfilled. And verse 12, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. Now, when there's like a lot of volcanic ash in the sky, remember earthquakes in divers places? Well, it's also, earthquakes also increase the volcanoes. So when that dark ash and the bombs and everything else that is going to fill the air, the sun will be blackened and the moon will look as blood. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll, when it is rolled together. And every mountain and island were moved out of their places, the great earthquake. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? You know, of course, this is when Jesus Christ comes. So when it says here, for in verse 17, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be who is able to stand? Those who have been praying for strength to stand, those that have the full armor of God on, that they can withstand these times and these days and stand through Christ. And I want to encourage every one of you to pray Psalm 91, and we're going to read that. We're going to pray Psalm 91 because it is a prayer of protection, and it works. I was just watching a channel, and it was saying that during World War I, there was a regiment, and it was Regiment 91. But these soldiers, each one of them, carried a card with Psalm 91 on it. And they read that and prayed that psalm every day before they went into battle. And where all the other regiments had lost people, they never lost a single soldier. So I want to encourage you to pray this psalm every day over yourself and your household for protection by God. So Psalm 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I will trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh unto thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold, and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation or dwelling place. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, and the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him, and show him my salvation. This is very powerful. The Word of God, there is a very powerful, powerful thing. Just think about how powerful God is. And so pray this psalm. I encourage you every day, print it out on a little piece of paper, carry it with you in your wallet, or give it to your children in their backpacks. Put it on the wall in your home, where when you come through the door you see it, or where you go out you see it. And remember to pray it so that you seek and have the protection of God. And everything will be well with you. And as always, I love you.